Hello to another Drink with Eddie Irvine, and after some connection problems, we're recording a second episode today. Eddie, one question I didn't ask for the first session we did. You're on a different beer today.
I'm on Peroni, yeah. I'm in Italy, so when in Italy, do as the Italians do.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Austrian Radler because I don't like beers, everyone knows by now. Eddie, it's fitting you're in Italy right now because the Italian Grand Prix is coming up at Monza, and you've been there as a Ferrari driver for 4 times. I have to say I don't actually remember if you've ever been on the new podium. Was that already in place back then?
I don't know what the new podium is, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, the one which is over the start and finish straight, which is over the people basically.
I was never over the circuit. I don't think so. Listen, I was on the podium my last year there, 2002. So that's what 14 years ago. So I don't exactly remember where the podium was, but I remember it was an amazing podium. The crowd were going crazy, and they were shouting out my name because it was like Michael won the race, Rubens was second in the other Ferrari, and I was third in the Jaguar, which was probably my best result in Monza, because I never did well at circuits with really long straights because I attacked the entry very hard. So places like, Suzuka and Monaco, where there's no long straights, I made up a lot of time on the entry, and what I would lose on the exit would not be as important. But Monza, obviously, that wasn't really the case. So for the last year, I decided to completely change my style and just stop the car, turn it, and make a really, really good exit. And I finished third with Jaguar, so it was the right thing to do. I wish I had done it earlier, just totally changed my style for that race and Hockenheim. But anyway, you live and you learn.
Yeah. Eddie, we know about Monza. It's a beautiful place. It's a historic circuit. It's in the park. There's the historic bankings. You can actually feel the history. There's the small bookstore near the paddock. So I think people know all that stuff. But what's it like to be a Ferrari driver in Monza? Can you tell us about the little stories that make it so special that we haven't seen on TV?
It was great for me because my apartment was not that far away, so I used to go on my scooter to the race, because it just make it so easy. I'd sleep in my own bed, which is always wonderful, and just get on the scooter and ride through the crowd. And when they recognize you, the Tifosi go crazy. It's a very special event for a Ferrari driver. It's a very special event for Formula One. I hear there's talk that it might be cancelled and go back to San Remo, which I love San Remo as well, or the old San Remo circuit. The new one's kind of been bastardized, but like all the circuits, like the new Hockenheim is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Why and what's amazing about the new sorry for changing the subject, but they complain about why spectators aren't turning up and stuff like that. Well, because every circuit's the same. It's just a load of corners is a load of corners. Hockenheim was unique, where the cars would disappear off into the distance, and you'd hear them, but you couldn't know what's happening. And next thing, wham! They came into the stadium area, and it was just such a unique experience. And we got to give people unique experiences, not give them the same shit over and over again. And that's what Formula One's doing. Singapore has been a great success because it's a unique experience. Monaco is a unique experience. Monza is unique. Hockenheim was unique, and we'll just go. It's just the same old shit over and over every weekend now. There's no personality, and they wonder why people are tuning out.
Yeah, but let's get back to Monza because it is one of the events that has left some character. When you say you were driving to the race circuit with your scooter, I imagine that must have been interesting experience at the paddock gate with all the tifosi waiting.
Yeah, no, it really was. Highlight of the life is to be a Ferrari driver at Monza. I don't think anything gets better than that. We never particularly, or I definitely didn't do particularly well at that circuit for what I explained earlier. But the two Lesmos, amazing corners. And the Ascari chicane and the Tamborella, it just incredible, unique corners. And you'd so little downforce on the car. The car was just constantly moving, so it's just super, super unique. Going through the trees and seeing the sea of red, just incredible.
Yeah,
it's indescribable, really. It really is. Same as San Remo, when you drove out of the pit lane for the first time, the crowd went bananas. You know, so that's things I'll never forget.
You just said Tamburello, that's the one in Imola. I guess you meant Parabolica, last one in
Parabolica,
Monza?
sorry, Parabolica,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. All right. Eddie, the Ferrari driver in Italy, that must be a bit like being a rock star, I guess. What about groupies?
That was never really an issue, to be honest. You know, I was kind
Oh,
of
come
lucky.
on.
I was kind of lucky. There was never there was only two Ferrari drivers, and one was married. So, you know, I had to make up for Michael's situation.
All right. When was the last time you have been at Monza?
A couple of years ago, I went uh, just for the race. You know, it's kind of cool. I can just go there by a scooter and go in just before the race, watch the start, see some people, watch the start, then get on the scooter and leave. You know, I prefer to watch. I prefer to watch it on TV. You see a lot more.
All right. Eddie, well, we're looking forward to the Italian Grand Prix. So thanks a lot. Enjoy the time on your boat and bye-bye.